Hey, it's Sandra from Make Money, Make Cash. So I am starting a new health brand called Nature's Quirks, which I have the .com domain for. And I wasn't going to be starting this till like at least a couple of years' time because I want to make sure I'm focusing on my book publishing business for the next 1 to 2 years. However, I thought from being interviewed on a podcast fairly recently that why not start sooner rather than later, just to test the waters and see if there's going to be any call for it. You know, if the product or products I'm going to be selling on it are actually going to, sell basically. And so I thought just starting off small on a brand new eBay shop, even though I know there's one product that I will be specifically selling that was selling on Amazon and it got quite a few reviews. But the problem was someone stopped selling it. It's a product I personally use and I know it helps boost the immune system. So the product that I'm going to be specifically starting off with, products, are ones that I've used myself or that I use. I decided I needed a new logo for this brand. And so when you're looking at elements of logo, you need to decide what you want. So I decided that in my logo, I wanted something with a tree to represent nature. I wanted something with a body because my brand's called Nature's Quirks and the tagline is because everybody's different. And so I wanted a body, but I wanted a unisex body, which is why I chose this. And I was experimenting with different trees and I thought I want a heart and something wavy in there. So these leaves are kind of wavy to represent being quirky. I thought these are different. So these are what I came up with initially. And then I decided that, yeah, this body here is really good. I liked this a lot, you know. I thought that looked really good. Looks like he's balancing the leaves and of a flower in nature on his shoulders. And obviously, when you get health products, you know, the whole point is it puts your body back in balance again. So these are the different images I created to try it out. And this is what it looks like with a heart in it, which I do think looks really cool. But, you know, I've been experimenting. I mean, this with the actual background, nature's background, I think it looks really stunning. But with the heart around it, it doesn't look so good on a field. With this around it, it looks great when it's stood on a field. And there's, Nature's Quirks because everybody's different. So that's basically a tagline. So I really decided that I liked this. So what you've got to do is you have to get icons, which is where you get these images from. This is stencil that I use. And you have to get icons and you have to mix them together to create a unique brand logo. You can't just copy one image straight out. So this is a combination of a couple of images that I've used that I found in these icons. This is stencil and all these are meant to be royalty-free icons. But if you combine a couple together, then it makes them unique anyway. So, it's really good. And these are images that I've saved that I created from it. So, if we go through this one, then, the leg and the top bit's actually touching. But if we go to this, there's actually a gap there. But I do like the heart one as well because it's like, health products are supposed to be good for the heart and, it's kind of encapsulating everything that's healthy. So I do like the heart one as well. But these are all the different images that I've got, and obviously I need a header if I'm starting an eBay store, so this is quite stunning, I think. And I was just playing around with the wording, and so, yeah, so in the end though, I decided that on his chest, or its chest, or her chest, whatever you want to call it. It's quite unisex. I specifically put this on purpose because I wanted it to be genderless, because the whole point is Nature's Quirks, because everybody's different. Regardless of gender, they should be nourished by Nature's Quirks. This is going to be part of the advert that I'm going to eventually do for it. But I just want to start off small and test the waters, because I have said that I'm strictly sticking to a book publishing business only for the next 1 or 2 years as my priority. So I can only start this as a side hustle, otherwise I feel like I'm letting myself down and detracting too much from what I'm meant to be doing. Obviously with physical products, you've got the issue of you've physically got to post them out. With books on Amazon, you don't have that issue. So really, a book publishing business using Amazon is kind of a lot more efficient in the sense that customers can buy them. It doesn't matter if you're you're not well, they're still going to get their items. I'm actually had flu symptoms a lot yesterday. I've still got some today. My throat's like a little bit croaky, you know, like a little bit off. You can probably hear it's a little bit off today still. So yeah, but I decided that on this chest I wanted NQ for Nature's Quirks, because I just think that it's better to have that so it will stand out as Nature's Quirks. But you know, you could argue that it looks better with no NQ on there, that just looks better as a silhouette. But obviously if you put the initials on it, it does actually make it look like he's holding them, so he's trying to balance Nature's Quirks in his hand. So I stand on one leg, and you know, it kind of goes with the flow of the picture. Looks a bit like a superhero star as well, I think, in that way. But also, you know, I just think that it stands out. People are going to be like, what's NQ? Oh yeah, that stands for Nature's Quirks. I want that brand, you know? So once you've made this, instead, you need to make sure that the background is transparent so that you can download it and you can add it to any background colour you like, unless you specifically want to make sure it's white or got a background, like this one obviously has got a white background on purpose. But yeah, so this is how basically you do a logo. You choose what elements you want, you get an idea for what elements, so you basically you brainstorm what elements you want. So I brainstorm these, you know, and then and then you see what works together, what images work together. You'll notice this is different to the other trees, what works together, and then you put them together to make something that stands for what your product stands for. So my Nature's Quirk stands for balancing the body. So he's balancing on one leg, bit like a meditative pose. It's to do with nature, which is to do with flowers and leaves, and he basically looks like he's the stalk, or she, or whatever's the stalk of the flower. You know, this person looks like they're the stalk of the flower, and they're centered and they're balancing everything. You know, I just think it stands exactly for what I want it to stand for. It took me ages. I've been thinking about it for weeks, about what to do about the logo. I was going to get someone to design it for me, but in the end I just thought, you know, if a product doesn't work out, it doesn't sell, and you spend all that money on branding, then, you know, if you can do it yourself and do a good job of it, just do it yourself and test the waters. At the end of the day, you can always change the logo later on if you're not happy with it, but I'm really happy with this logo. And then obviously you need to click download and then be ready to upload it to eBay or wherever your shop's going to be to sell your products. Maybe it's on your own website. What I want to do is just create a one-page website, basically, that's got a product or products listed when I first launch, or even just launch quite on eBay and not even bother with the website for now, and just get it on eBay and see if things sell. Because if it doesn't sell, you know, and you've done the logo yourself and, you know, the branding yourself, it doesn't sell, and, you know, you think your branding is fine or everything, and it's not your main business, then you don't need to worry about it. You know, my main business is book publishing and, you know, and changing lives through the written word. This is not my main business, but something's calling me to do it, and as always, I need to listen to my intuition. So always listen to your intuition. You know, you've got nothing to lose by just trying something out. If it doesn't work, it's fine. You just move on and know you gave it a go, because it's something that's on my bucket list to try before I die, basically. But I can't give my all to it now because I need to focus on building my book publishing business and finishing my current book off, which I've been working on for over 3 years. That's the most important thing to me. But, you know, I just felt like doing this, so let's go for it. You know, download, and there you go. When you're downloading, you need to decide where it's going to be a printed logo or it's going to be there. I think I've already downloaded this once, but I'll do it again anyway. Nature's Quirks logo with a transparent background. And there we go. It's going to be digital because it's going to be online. So let's go. And there we go. Don't forget to subscribe for more Make Money, Make Cash videos. If you found this video useful, helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I'll see you soon on the next video. Take care.